Hello. So as I was saying, we are working on lesson 16 this week. Your parents can find the parent letter on page 351. This particular session is from page 353. While I read this word problem, I want you to think about what the problem is about. What is the problem about? Talia brings 9 pencils to school. She gives some to her friends. She has 3 left. How many pencils does she give away? So what is it about? It's about Talia bringing in pencils to school, and she gives some to her friends. So now we're going to find out, what do we need to find out? Talia brings 9 pencils to school. She gives some to her friends. She has 3 left. How many pencils does she give away? So we need to find out how many pencils she gives away. All right, so that's what we need to find out. Now we need to find some important information. Let's read it again. If you want to read it with me, you can. Talia brings 9 pencils to school. She gives some to her friends. She has 3 left. How many pencils did she bring to school? 9. So we're going to underline 9 pencils. And then what? She gives some to her friends. Okay, so she's giving some to her friends. And that leaves her with 3. Now don't you go and jump to the answer so quickly. Let's try to figure this out. There are many ways that we can figure it out. And today we're going to work on 2 different ways. So one way is we can draw it. Now we're not going to draw pencils because you know pencils take a long time to draw. Let's draw circles. So she brought 9 pencils to school. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now she gives some to her friends. Well, we don't know how many some is, but we do know that there are 3 left. So I'm going to put a rectangle around 3 of them because 3 are left. We already know that. Now let's cross off the rest, the ones that are still here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So how many pencils did Talia give away? 6. So we had 9 and we took away 6. 9 minus 6 equals 3. Let's look at another way that we can work out this problem. So we start with 9. And remember the part to part. So we've got the whole, that's 9. And then part of it we know is 3. And then the other part is some, and we don't know how many that is. So we're going to count on to see how many she gave away. We're going to start with 3. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now we're going to count how many lines or pencils we have here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. So we've got the same answer. This is also a good way to double check our work. Talia gives away 6 pencils. So that is session 1. That's on page 353. This week you can work on session 2 on page 357 and 358, and also on page 359 and 360. All right, so those are some math work. That's some math work that you can work on this week. Something else you're going to be working on this week, boys and girls, is you're going to be working in your Be a Scientist notebook. You're going to start on page 264. This is going to be talking about the moon. I know in room 14, we went outside and we tracked the sun. And we saw how the sun moved in the sky. But did the sun really move? Let's try to remember what happened with that sun and what we learned about the sun. Well, now we're going to be talking about the moon. So you're going to start on page 264 and you're going to make a prediction. That means your best guess. And on page 265 is a chart. So each night you're going to put the date and you're going to draw what you see in the sky when the moon comes out. So you can use a bookmark or a post-it note to really help you to remember where your page is. So each night you can fill in one square. And you're going to do that for the whole month of May. That is called an ongoing assignment. There will be some other assignments throughout the next few weeks, but for right now, we're going to start with the moon. All right. Now, one last thing we're going to talk about is social studies. I put a link in there for a book that is read on YouTube. It's called The Little Engine That Could. That little engine is a leader. And there are many leaders in your life, boys and girls. There are your parents are leaders. There are leaders in the community. And there are leaders at school. And I don't mean only the line leader. And you know that line leader, they lead you where to go if you're going to go to the gymnasium or maybe to the kitchen to get your lunch. Many leaders that are out in the community or in the school, they work really, really hard. And some things that leaders do or that leaders have, they have good characteristics like resilience. Resilience means that when you fall down, you get back up and you keep trying hard. Persistence means you don't stop. You keep working and you keep trying hard. So after you listen to the story about the little engine that could, you've got the questions from what I posted in Class Dojo. Now remember, please show us your work in portfolios or in messengers. Now this is a different way for me to teach, like I said before, and I really do miss you guys, and I hope that you have a wonderful week. And if you have any questions, please feel free to message us on Class Dojo. Have a great week.